think the first media timeout, it was great to get some rust off, and really pleased with how the rest of the first half we were able to play on the offensive end, and I thought defensively we were tremendous first half.
Did you say anything that first media timeout, or was it just like, hey?
Well, I had to make sure we knew that we do get points if the ball goes in the basket. So I think we figured that out. And but that's expected after a long break. What you really want to do is make sure you come out and you're focused and your intent. And defensively, we were able to not let them get separation when, I mean, the way we played offensively, you could be down double figures.
Yeah, and Freddie had a bunch of rebounds in that early period when they were missing shots. They couldn't finish at the basket. It looked like they might have been up 6 or 8 points. How big was it for him to get those boards and then get a double-double?
Well, definitely Freddie did a great job controlling the inside, and that's where rebounding-wise the numbers weren't how we wanted them to be at the end of the game, but especially in the first half we were able to do a great job defensively and limiting them, and then offensively getting out in transition, scoring 48 points, and things slowed down second half for us, but first half we were rolling the last 15 minutes.
What was the most important thing that you saw from your team as you guys were getting ready to head into conference play?
No one got injured. So we're healthy. We'll lead into some good practices before our game versus Texas, and hopefully we're ready for the grind of the Big 12. So it's great getting a good break. It's good getting everybody back, and now everyone's had a game to get back into the rhythm and routine. But we all know that the Big 12 has been the #1 conference in college basketball the last 6 years RPI-wise, and that means you have a lot of great teams, and each and every night's a struggle and a hard-fought game, and you have to have a short-term memory, and you got to be ready to go.
Coming into the season, you talked a lot about depth and how that would be a key to your success this season. How has this non-conference schedule helped to develop that depth?
Well, I think we've had a lot of games where different guys have been able to step up and play a lot of minutes, and hopefully that experience will bode well and help us when it comes Big 12 play. But at the end of the day, we know whoever we put out there, we got good guys that are going to play hard, and they're going to make the right plays for their teammates because they like one another.
Was it a situation where Tristan was cleared to play today, or did he miss 2 games just because of soreness, and when he felt better he was going to play?
Well, Tristan's always been cleared, but it's been a matter of physically, mentally, him being able to play and contribute. And he did a great job over break. He's come back and mentally, physically had great practices, and call baby steps. We just want to get a little bit better each and every day and get some consistency to where we can practice several days in a row, and hopefully build off of that and not do too much, not try to run a marathon in day one, but try to make it a long haul thing where at the end of the year he's playing his best basketball.
Did you experiment?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Steve.
No. Did you experiment a little with just like different combinations in the second half to see how different?
Yeah, that's a great opportunity when you get some separation and you're able to get some meaningful minutes and try some different things, and then try to get Tristan back. He got 19 minutes, which was great for him, and we're able to try 2 bigs, 3 bigs, see how things work there.
Specifically for a couple of features coming up, can you just talk about how you came to find Freddie Gillespie and his growth from D3 to now one of your seniors?
Well, I don't know if in Baylor history there's ever been a player that's improved more since the day he arrived. And Coach Nunes is from Minneapolis, and he's the one that made us aware of Freddie. And I remember when Freddie came in and got to the gym, I think he had trouble scoring in the gym by himself. And he was 7'6" wingspan, but skill-wise just way behind, and he deserves all the credit because he worked extremely hard. And because of all his extra work and hard work and working with Charlie Melton, our strength coach, and working with our coaching staff, and they've done a great job with him, and he deserves all the work because normally in teams you don't find the tallest player being the hardest worker, and the year that he sat out, he was the hardest worker on the team, and with his physical attributes, it was a matter of catching his skill and coordination up to it. And big sometimes progress a little later in life, and that's what he's done.
How do you feel as though he's kind of stepped in and carried this team when Tristan Clark got hurt last year, and now as he's still kind of dealing with that knee injury?
Well, what's great about Freddie is he really knows his role, and like he had a double-double a day on 3 shots. So if you miss him, it doesn't affect him to where now he doesn't rebound or he doesn't get back on defense or he doesn't play defense. He's somebody who's just happy to be out there, will do whatever he can to help the team win. And a lot of times people get into their feelings if they don't get the ball when they're open, or they feel like they got missed, and that affects them. And Freddie's one of those guys, if he didn't shoot one time, he would do all the things that allowed you and help you to win. And I mean, like his plus minus today, plus 23 in 21 minutes.
And then one thing he really said that stood out to me when I spoke with him is he can literally relate to every guy that's on the team, no matter what role they're in, because he's been in all of those. So to have a redshirt senior leader like that, how beneficial is that?
Well, that's a great. You always want your upperclassmen to be leaders, and that's a great thing that he can have the opportunity to relate to everybody from being in their shoes. But his personality, he engages people, he talks to them, and he does a great job of always. I think he can argue and debate with everybody on the team too. He's one day going to be a heck of a lawyer if he wants to do that. But Freddie's one of those guys everybody likes, everybody respects, and everyone likes having around because he's got a positive demeanor and attitude.
And then switching to Maceo and Davion real quick, transfers coming in, they kind of talked about how they had shoes to fill in their own right with King and Mackay, that kind of duo. Now they're coming in. How do you feel that redshirt year has benefited them chemistry-wise to now they're making a difference out on the court together?
Well, first and foremost, they did a great job in utilizing our strength coach and our coaching staff in that year off to put in extra time. And both of them are gym rats. And when you have a year to work on your craft and you take advantage of it, it really shows. And not only did they learn our system offensively and defensively, but both of them improved their skill set. And I know Davion, the biggest area he wanted to come in was be a better, more effective shooter, and he's done that. And then Maceo's done a great job adjusting to the athleticism and length that you play at this level. And both of them are great kids and people that everyone on the team respects from their work ethic.
What do you think they bring to the table most?
Well, as far as both of them are skilled players that can do a lot of things. They're two-way players. They'll play offense, they'll play defense, but they can make shots. They can put it on the floor and get their teammates shots. They can rebound. So there's no real weakness to either one of their games. And at the same time, there's a lot of ways they can help a team.
And you have a couple of transfers right now who are sitting around doing the redshirt year, kind of a little system you have going on. What do you hope that they see from the work that these two put in last year and now moving forward?
Well, I think you look at the past, and if it was Jonathan Motley, if it was Corey Jefferson, if it was Epe Udo, I mean, we've had a lot of guys that have sat out and not only been successful but been NBA players. And normally people look at sitting out as, well, I'm not good enough to play, or I had to transfer, and it's a different way to look at it is, man, these guys played, they got better, and then when they got their turn, what happened was they had an opportunity to not only help Baylor but then play professionally. So, and then those guys do such a great job of communicating, our vets, we call them, with our younger guys, and just talking to them about where they're at. And hey, I was there. I know this is the time of year I hate it or whatnot, but they have people that they can lean on that have had success and been in their shoes.